Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today we are playing StarMade, and I'd like to do a similar procedure with the bomber that I did with the fighter, blocking out a spot for it. How am I exactly going to do this? Let's see. Alright. Doot, doot. Yes, you must make the doot sounds or it doesn't work. Alright, let's see, I want rail on right. Rail on right, alright. And actually come out like this. And once again, I'm not concerned with the bomber itself because I'm just looking at building the connection point, if you will. Alright, let me get rid of that because that's bothersome to my eyes. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think that works, so now let's figure out how wide this thing needs to be. Or how deep and wide and whatnot. Same thing, I'm looking at the length, it's 61. We're going to look to see it go to 62. There we go. Let's keep it at 62 and throw one of these. It's 63. I want to see it go to 64. And one of these. Alright, now let's go for the whiteness. Go 10 this time. My width is 49. 49, 51. Alright, there we go. Okay. This 2 this way was almost 2 the other way. Let's see. Tell you what, let's make this a little easier on myself. Yeah, I know I could cut these corners, but since this is a template, I want it to be nice and square. Alright, let's see. And let's grab some very standard. Make this like really wide. Really deep, and I turned off that symmetry mode that I was so proud of using. Except that is not at all exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, let's throw in... Come on. Oh, don't tell me that's unloaded. There you go. Throw in that, and throw in this. What are you doing? I'm writing wrong. And like that. There we go. Now let's pull up that direction. Come on, I know you don't like me. There we go. Let's pull this off. Why are you doing it like this? Because you see the this dock should be 1 block lower. I took a chunk off of there. I'll live. Of course I don't, then I won't worry about it. Alright, let's see. And let's just get rid of this. I'm doing this one at a time because reasons. Alright. I guess I could leave the... No, I'm not going to. Alright, and let's rectify that by putting my hand on the wrong spot on the keyboard. And doing like so. Alright, and there we have a bomber port thing, except I would like to slap some of these in the corners. And let's copy selection from here, this corner, all the way to this corner. How does that look? Alright, let's paste it just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. Tell you what, let's try it out by going like this. And pasting it right there. Undo paste. Check it. Turn off symmetry mode because reasons. Oh. Okay. This is why we check things. Let's see, which side does that need to be? It needs to be the side closest to me on the left. Because rail's on right. Now let's save it. Copy selection. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. And this is not a final parking spot. I mean, this is just make sure I have spacing right. And actually have a dock. So, where'd you come from? Why'd you have a spot there? Oh, so many questions. Alright, and this one is open and has a rail docker. Alright, so let's save this as Cyclops spot. And let's press the wrong button, then let's press the right button and bring in a Cyclops bomber. And let's hit R to hop out of this Cyclops bomber and hop F18 to hop into this one. What am I doing? Not what I want to be doing. Stop that. Alright. Let's hit G, grab the rail dock, and turn around this way and see if we can't dock to this spot. And even with all this nonsense going on, I should be able to dock here perfectly fine. Yep. There we go. I have a spot to park the bomber. Or a bomber. So when it's ready, or when it's go time, the crews hop in here, run this way, and detach and go do their thing. Okay, so let's hop into this one up here. And let's not do that. Alright. Let's have our bomber, or our carrier fill in here. Our simulated carrier, if you will. And let's do a little more figuring what I want to do with the bombers. Alright. Oh, wasn't this wide on the other one? Yeah, this is a mock-up. And I want to kind of have this like a little watchtower thing, or air control tower. There's going to be a level for the fighters, then the actual top level. The top level, I'm going to have space to dock various and sundry other things, like maybe a spot for a recon ship. I don't know. But the bombers, I want them to be docked to the bottom. Except I don't want all the bombers, because well, I guess I could have all the bombers, just as many as hold on to the bottom. They're just 61 meters long. I guess I could do that. But the idea is to have fighters in this little hangar here, and it'll be closed off, something like that, and maybe even the nose cone of the carrier, maybe coming like this, or maybe even having a secondary fighter hangar here, then something else. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. And we aren't talking about that right now. Right now we're talking about bombers. And I kind of want the bombers to be suspended off the bottom, because they do have these top docks. And while we're talking about it, do I want the carrier to have a dock or something back here to carry larger ships? So this isn't just a carrier, but it's also like an enormous tugboat, is what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe, if it needs it, like a frigate can dock on here. Let's see. Can I make a decent frigate? No, that's not too bad. And something like this. Yeah, so like a frigate can attach to it, and either it can drag the frigate or the frigate can drag it or whatever. So a connection point for a larger ship that doesn't actually dock to it. And then maybe a specialized hangar for shuttles. Maybe shuttles. Maybe like shuttle bay, not bays, but shuttle connection points across the top. Maybe this spot's reserved for a recon ship. I don't know. I am not sure. And back this in probably be thrusters, because that's how I build ships. There's thrusters. Thrusters, thrusters, thrusters. Whee! But the idea of this not being a combat vessel, that this being, well, a dedicated carrier of combat vessels. So if it ever comes into contact, well, maybe having a couple turrets. Maybe this back here, instead of being a landing bay, would actually be like a large turret. Like a turret tower. So this wouldn't be totally defenseless or useless once everything's deployed. You know, this drops in, it drops the frigate, and it goes, or the couple of frigates is carrying to fight. And then these, maybe, I don't know, a wing of bombers, and all the fighters deploy, and the shuttles go after stuff. So this wouldn't be just a setting duck. I want to have like a turret or something here. Maybe having a big tower turret, like a turbo tower, siege tower turret. So it can maybe provide support, backup fire, I don't know. But the main idea is basically this is a shuttle for fighters. And maybe even like a tug for larger craft, like the frigate. So maybe the frigate's wider, I don't know. That is fairly close to here, let's see. Frigate, admin load. Of course they're all the same shape. Ah, this one is less curvy there, is more curvy there. Oh, such is life. Anyway, those are just some ideas I'm throwing around in my mind for this carrier that I would like to build. I believe I said something about stations, but I think we're going to hold off on stations and work on this carrier first. Round out the fleet there. That's more like this modern iteration of the carrier. All right, and it's wider. There we go. Actually, it'll probably be the same width as the carrier. You know what? This is actually probably a good idea for me to build little models of these ships, like in hologram form. Let's see. Can we grab some? Where is it? I passed it 17,000 times. No, I want you to replace that. There you go. So, yeah, we do have. Wait, okay, let's see. Remove, replace, pick with camera, replace with active. Okay. Ah, cool. When you replace with active with the force field, it starts off. What does it start off? No, I mean it starts deactivated. That's interesting. Let's see. Pick with the camera. Let's swap to you. And pick with the camera. Let's do, what was that? Half block? There we go. I think that would be nice to have graphical representations like this. Maybe not that wide. Maybe, oh, clear. Maybe have all of them by standard 1 wide. Oh, undo. Yeah, something like that. So if I'm doing like a map or something, I can... I think that's a nifty idea, and I can turn them on and off. It also make my holo tables look better. It is a little wider that way, I think. Yeah. That looks better. I think I like that. It's having the idea of, well, it's not a project for today or right now, but I think I like that. This little mock-up of the carrier made me think, hey, that'd be neat to have. Maybe not yellow, maybe red or blue. Probably blue. Huh. Alright, anyway, that was fun. Come on, I can't even see the thing now. There we go. That's sort of my idea for the carrier, and I now have the Cyclops spot and a Mantis spot ready. I have to do a lot more work on the Mantis hangars, but we'll have to deal with that later. Anywho, I have been JW608, this has been StarMade, and I'll take you cats later.